Hey Titans, this is Mickett, and just doing a war summary for our last war. It was Titans versus ahwaz, or whatever it is. It's they were from Iran, and we did pretty well. We had a pretty good day. Unfortunately, they had a slightly better day. We got off to a bit of a rough start, a rocky start. We had a lot of 2 stars, which made it very difficult for us to come back. We had to use a lot of our attacks to be able to pull up the 3rd stars, because you pretty much have to 3-star everything towards the bottom and the middle to be able to be competitive. But overall, we had some very good attacks. I'm going to highlight just a few here. I don't always go with what exactly they have down in the most heroic, because sometimes it's a little arbitrary of how they go about doing it. So I just pick a few that I saw or I liked, and I'm just going to highlight a few of each best attacks, best defenses, and some interesting things as well. Jump right into it. I'm going to start off with the best attack. I'm actually going to have 2 of these, but it's a newcomer to our clan, Fiend. He is pretty skilled at what he does, though, so I thought I'd highlight this. He throws in some golems in there. Basically, strategy-wise, he's going to go in there with the go wipe. Where we were at the end of the war, we were trying to get all the extra stars we could, and he basically thought he could 2-star just about any base that was left there, including the number 1, as it wasn't too overbuilt for a number 1. But he wasn't sure if he could pull the 3rd star off on any of the ones left, so we said we'll go for number 1. Here he is trying to go up the middle here on the go wipe attack strategy. One of those golems, the mini golems. You're trying to go up the middle there, and he's having a little difficulty getting stuck on the clan castle troops and the queen there, but he's making his way through there, and he's going to bring in that witch, and he has some clan castle troops he's going to throw down and be able to bring in there, and those are going to really help a lot, because he's going to start clearing off these buildings, but he's got to keep them alive, so he's going to throw down another heal spell here. He's got to make his way up into the clan castle, because what he really wants, the town hall. So what he really wants to take out is that town hall right there, and the wizards are going to pull that off right now under that rage and heal spell, and then pull it off. He still only has the 1 star. What he's got to do is clear everything out. Now he brings in his heroes, and he skillfully uses their abilities at the right time here to be able to get them in place to be able to take out some of those expos, and also the king as well. Now, once they've taken that out, they're very open to take out all these other things in the middle, because they've got nothing shooting them. It's just an open middle, and it's looking good for that. We've got the 2nd star, and a pretty good attack there. Not much left to do here, just picking up a few extra resources. I'm kind of speeding through it here, so we can get on to the next thing. But well done attack by Fiend. Congratulations. But I also wanted to highlight another attack here, which I thought was a really good attack. I believe he attacks up 9 spots to be able to do this. This is Matt attacking on Vahid Dasani, if I didn't say that right, who knows what it is anyways. He comes in with the dragon's attack. He has level 2 dragons, so they're going to hang in there a little longer. Takes care of the clan castle troops. One option for dealing with clan castle troops, if you have all dragons, is just to ignore them and just to overpower right over the top of them. You have to do it and know what you're doing to do it right, but he does a great job there. I may do a video on that sometime, how to overpower those clan castle troops. There's a few things you can do it with, witches and dragons, but he's waiting on those healing spells, but then he drops one there. One thing you should know about dropping healing spells, you have to kind of judge a little bit about what level your dragons are going versus what the ADs are, because in this case, the level 4 ADs would tear apart a level 1 dragon, even in a healing spell, but the level 2s can survive it as long as you do it soon enough. If you try and wait to the very end, then you could have some trouble. Basically, he's going through, he's knocked out that last AD. A lot of his dragons went south there, but he had enough there in the middle to be able to pull it off, and it's looking pretty good here. I think I'll speed it up here in just a minute, but just to kind of show you how everything's now converging back towards the middle. He's already taken out the middle, and really not much left to take out. He's given himself plenty of time. One thing you should know is that he didn't take out the corners, but fortunately the ones that went south took out that one corner there. One thing you have to be careful of, we might do a video of this one time, is to watch those corners, because the corners can really be a real bugaboo if you're trying to get 100%. A lot of times you get with dragons, you get a 99% 2-star, because they don't get to that one. But Matt does a great job with it. Congratulations, Matt. Now I wanted to hit what I would say is the best defend. I thought Iron Guts defend. He's number 8. He defended against number 4. You can see what the number 4 here is going to do an all hog attack. He's got level 2 hogs. He has 34 of them lined up. bunch of archers and some Clan Castle troops. But the archers he's going to try and draw these out with the hogs so he can bring them out to where the archers can take care of them. Unfortunately, he is faced with the fact that Iron Gut has a pretty tough one to do that on. He's trying to get those Clan Castle troops out entirely, but when you try and get them out there, your guys are going to, you can't put them in a semicircle because they'll engage the buildings out there, how he has this set up, which I assume he did on purpose. But it's very difficult. Eventually he's going to get them, though. He's going to get everybody out there and deal with them. He's going to have to use a lot of time to be able to do that. However, time will not really be the factor, as there's going to be other problems that this person runs into. They bring in their Clan Castle troops there, which look to be maybe level 2 hogs as well. Maybe they were a little higher there, 4s maybe. Anyways, he brings in all these hogs, and those skeletons are going to be tough on him, but not for very long. He's going to have bigger problems coming up. He uses his healing spell really well, but here is the problem. Big Bomb kills level 2s, even in the healing spell. The healing spell can't heal what's dead. It doesn't resurrect them. So if he had level 4 or 5 hogs there, maybe even level 3, depending on that level of Big Bomb, he might have been able to survive that, but he doesn't, and it's just an absolute fail. However, he's going to try and salvage it. He has some reasonably high level, and with their powers, the different, or their abilities, the different heroes, but he's not going to be able to pull it off with those outside buildings because they're going to go to the middle too much, and they're going to not get enough done, not get it done. Good defend by Iron Gut, especially there towards the last minute. Now, one thing I want to throw in here is I want to give a consistency award. One thing you can always count on certain people, they attack sometimes early, but they really do a good job of picking attacks. They don't do the ones that are, the ones where they're attacking way above their level and pulling off 2 stars or things like that. They always do a good job of picking early and picking the right set of things and doing just a real consistent attack. Nori's one of these people. Nori does a great job of being able to basically every single time get 5 or 6 stars on every single war, and that's just unheard of. That's really well done, and we're proud of him for doing that. Just thought I'd go through here and highlight this a little bit. He is a dragon favorite. He has level 3 dragons. Now, one reason why Nori is very successful is because he is he waited on his town hall. And then once he got his town hall, he went and upgraded his dragons right away. So his dragons are powered for what his apparent level is in defense, which is always a good idea. So if you can upgrade your attack things first, your defense will level you out at the appropriate place. The problem is if you rush your town hall and then your troops aren't upgraded, you have to attack way lower than your apparent ability, because you have to be able to attack on something you can actually win on. So dragons are a favorite because even though they're very hard to steer, one of the nice things is you don't have to worry about those walls at all. There's those little pesky walls. I'm just going to speed it up a little here. But they'll just fly right over the top of that. If you use your spells skillfully, which Nori did in this case, then you can have a pretty successful attack there, which Nori does in this case. Just grabbing those corners. Well, that one got missed somehow, but good job, Nori. Next, I have what I would call the Nail Biter Award. Look at the time stamp on this one here. Right, it was right at 3 minutes. Very close attack. That's going to come and play later. John Baum has been doing some really great attacks lately, but he keeps giving me a heart attack because it cuts him really close. But he gets them done, so it's hard to complain about that. But this is a fun one to watch. He does a good job of drawing out the Clan Castle troops, takes them over to the corner, deals with them pretty handily over here, has to bring in a few guys. He drops all those guys in one place, which turns out to be a problem because the wizard kind of zaps them. But he brings in a dragon, be able to clean up the mess of Clan Castle troops that are left there, and also his king as well, and gets it done. Then he starts bringing across those hogs there. He had already sent one on that area, so he knew there wasn't a big bomb there. John Baum is one of the better people, I think, on our team of laying down the heal spells, although he's going to just barely miss on this next one here. He's going to miss those lower ones there, but he has the top ones, which are the important ones, solidly within his grasp there. They were going around a little inner circle there, how this is set up, and they're just taking out those ADs. He's going to probably drop another heal spell here. basically make sure they stay alive long enough to take out that AD, because he's going to do the stomp and fry. He stomps first, and he's going to bring in the dragons to fry everything up. Brings them from the lower left corner, about 7 o'clock there. And they're basically just cleaning up everything that's left. Now, he did such a good job. A lot of those hogs are still alive. Bomb takes out a few of them, but they're still wandering around taking out things, which just makes it that much easier to be able to get through there with the dragons. He brings his queen in from the right side, which is a really good move, because she takes out a lot of those buildings over there that the dragons now don't have to get down to. Unfortunately, the way the queen gets locked in on something right as the king locks in on her, and so she's gone pretty quick before she can even turn very much and get him. But he's really a bit of a non-issue at this point anyways. It would have been just helpful to have her there to help out with that. And to finish up the last few buildings. Now he has the level 3 dragons as well. He also has the extra spell because of his town hall level, so that helps to be able to attack a little higher, even against some of the higher level defenses that he has in place there. One thing you'll notice is it takes a long time to get through those resources. The dragons have to spend many a breath on those things. That's why they can really, if you use them effectively in your base as a shield for your ADs, it's very difficult to get through them sometimes. But he manages to pull this one off. It's looking close here. Got to keep that dragon alive so you have it to be able to use on these last few buildings. Fortunately, they are spread a little bit, so they're spread out, so they're taking on different buildings, so they aren't all going on the same one at the same time, which tends to be a problem. And remember, this was cutting it right down to the wire here, right at the end there. Good job by a good stomp and fry by John Baum. Now, I wanted to throw one other thing in here. This is not self-promotion, but I got hit a couple times at the end because I hadn't been starred yet, and had a couple of defends there. But I really wanted to show this just because it's such an interesting thing that happened here. This isn't a high level. This is, I think, in the 20 range or something like that. But comes in with a full dragon attack and 3 rage spells. Level 3 dragons. Gets them in there real quick. I wouldn't suggest 3 rages though. I would put in 1 healing spell in there, because those dragons die just as quickly in rage spell as they do outside of it. But look, they get caught up on the clan castle troops here. They're sitting over the town hall. They can see it right below them, and yet they can't get to it. And then the ADs are still there. They're just taking everything out now. And this is pretty much a foregone conclusion now that nothing's going to happen. There's 1 dragon left. That wizard is going to go get rid of that 1 archer and then boogie on down to get over to the other dragon and take care of him. And it's a 0-star, 37%, real disappointing loss for them right there last minute. I just thought it was interesting to take a look at that one. Anyways, be sure and like us and subscribe. Go Titans!